Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play series for Solasta, Crown of the Magister. I am S.A.N, and when we last left off, we had joined forces with Arwin Merton here to try and find the Temple of the Lost God, which is what we reached the outskirts of it after a fight with a bunch of zealots, those large beetle-like creatures. And now we have a puzzle to solve, which I'm pretty sure is going to involve stepping on these points here to make these shapes, because it looks pretty straightforward. Alright. There. Yeah, this looks like it's... Alright, that didn't do anything. Maybe we have to do the whole sequence. Alright. Next will be this. Alright. To here. I already need Arwin for this. Right, that did nothing. Alright, so my idea was wrong. There's nothing else here. Maybe we have to... What's this? The War of the Gods. Alright, that sounds like it's probably important. Alright, lots of people will be interested in that. Let's try reading it. The Schism of Aravad. The primal gods formed a balanced ensemble. When mankind rose on Tirmar, Arun was the first. Mareke with him. Pakri and Aravad came into being and consolidated the quartet. Arun rose, who was higher than the others, the first and mightiest. Then Arun stood aside, desiring above all else the balance between the gods. Pakri had watched the whole time. She was took a more central role to bring balance to mankind. The dark days came, and men prayed for a strong god to protect them against the Soraketh. Aravat ascended to the new leader of the gods. Sortar corrupted Aravad, causing the schism. Okay. Alright, I can't tell if this is meant to be a symbol or not, this one. But, alright, so that's trapezoid, right angle triangle, equilateral triangle, diamond, and then a suitcase tag, I guess. Alright, let's try going for that. order? This is basically the same order I just did it in, though. This is part of the problem. Alright, now we need someone to stand aside. Julius. Oh, it's possible I'm getting the size of this wrong. Then you go here. Then we go there. Alright, that's still nothing. So maybe we do need this square, but I think I'm getting the size of these things wrong. Alright. There is that first image there, which might have a bit of a hint here. Because this looks like a small square kind of... Alright. Alright, so the square is in the lower corner. Alright. So that's lit up now. So I think we're on the right track now, at least. Alright, not sure about the dimensions of this next one. Let's go up. No, okay, that was wrong. Alright. That also doesn't work. All right. All right. Maybe there's a bit more than just the shape. Maybe this text is meant to give us an order to go in. It's formed a balance since... I did the quartet. Okay. All right. So... Right, that doesn't do anything. Alright, there we go. That makes a shape now. Alright, so we have to... Yeah, so one row is above the other, so that kind of puts this out of balance. And a very oddly shaped trapezoid at that. It looks more like a lightning bolt, kind of. Alright, so next we need to do this. So someone needs to stand aside, and I presumably it has to be Julius again. So let's see if we go out. And Xaia... No, that doesn't work. Alright. This is more complicated than I thought. Yeah, okay, so we've reached this point. Then Arun stood aside as our of all balance between the gods. Alright. Yeah, so Arun rose, so that's Julius at the moment, because he's the one who went up. And stood aside, desiring above all balance between the gods. Alright. Stood as... Oh, maybe I have to go here. Alright, that still keeps us all four working, so that's... Alright. So now we need someone to come in the middle. So that should be me. Xaia, go up. And there we go. Alright. Like I said, just need to get the order right. That's good to know there are harder puzzles in this game. Alright, into the temple we go. The temple appears to be on fire. Remorhaz. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Alright. Just gotta save, just in case it goes south, because I don't really want to have to spend time doing that puzzle again. As fun as it was, it's going to get boring if I have to do it multiple times. Alright, from what I know of Remorhaz, they are immune to both cold and fire, so... let's go for some summon creatures, I think. Alright. Yeah. High level Spirit Guardians would be a good start. Yes, attack it. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Alright, Arwin, we need some range attacks here. Allow me to rephrase that. We need better ranged attacks here. Oh! With a superior dark. Oh, this must be. I'm pretty sure it's a ranger. So. Oh right, it's grappled. The wolf can just stay here for the moment and ready its bite attack. Yeah, they can burrow. I remember that. As I've said before, if all they do is fight the earth elementals, I'm perfectly fine with that. Alright, yeah. Alright, now I should be able to see it. Well, apart from the 2 ones, that was pretty good. I know the Spirit Guardians isn't doing much at the moment, but let's keep back and let the elementals do some damage. 3rd level Guiding Bolt. Good. 20 points of damage. And the next Earth Elemental is going to hit... advantage to hit that one. Oh. That one. Yeah. They have that aura of fire. Yeah, they're doing that. Alright. Julius will get the advantage then. Yeah, which was better, something better than that. No, can't use... They're immune to cold. Oh, so much of this just isn't good. I wish you could do something other than just throw a cantrip at them. And on top of that, miss. Alright. One down. Yeah, these elementals aren't going to last too long. We have to go around this pillar, which is now invisible due to us being around it. That is presenting its own challenge. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. Duck back around the corner here. There we go. Well... yeah, sometimes the game gets a little confused if it has to load too many animations at once. Yeah, Mom's turn. Alright. Ooh, crit clit. No, let's save action search for the moment. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be saving it for, but... Alright, what's the range on Blight? 6 cells. Get a bit closer. The problem is the closer we get to this thing, the more likely it is to target her. Alright, 36 points of damage. It's pretty good. The fact that we haven't been hit yet. Yep. The nice thing about elementals is they'll keep hitting it and not care. Yeah. Alright. Oh! No! That was a misclick. On top of that, that was pathetic. I didn't even... Oops. Yeah, that's a UI issue. That would never happen in actual Dungeons & Dragons. Well, I think one of the Earth Elementals is free now. That one. Hopefully it just keeps fighting that thing for the time being. Okay. Sorry, everyone. I thought it was a ranged spell, but apparently it's not. That's definitely going to hamper its usefulness going forward. I like odds of me preparing it. Wait a second. Okay, this must be different in this game because Conjure Elemental says that the elemental will then attack the nearest non-elementals to the best of its abilities. I'm guessing this game just treats it as... Yeah, this really went wrong. Alright, Julius. Yeah, we don't want to fight a Remorhaz in melee combat. Oh, they're incapacitated. Alright, Wolf, get in there. Alright. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be preparing this much more. You know what? Let's banish it. Oh, I thought it was going to be an achievement for win a battle by banishing the last combatant or something.
Best team I've ever had. Thanks. Now, it's time to take your reward.
You're leaving?
I told you, this is it for me. Killing that Remorhaz, climbing those stairs. I need to tell someone. I'll see you back at Caregiving. Mysterious.
Crazy, but a damn good ranger. He's going back to that Bitterroot woman. That's none of our business.
Indeed. That chest, on the other hand.
Well, it's nice to know that we can survive a misclick of that magnitude. Like I said, that was pathetic for a 5th level spell. This precious ring magical? And, you know, not the One Ring? Because that's what it immediately puts my mind of. It is magical. Ring of the Lord Inquisitor. Alright, it's got a very fancy title. Requires attunement. +1 to all saving throws. +2 to armor class. Cast. Well, okay, that's quite powerful. Let's rest before we leave so we can attune to that, and I can unprepare Mind Twist. I kind of wished the temple was a bit longer. More than just go solve this puzzle, go in, fight a boss, but I guess that's fine. It's a side quest. Yeah, get rid of that. Let's prepare Hold Person, because we have Hold Monster, but having both is probably going to be a good idea. I also admittedly know that I just got a magic item that lets me cast both. Yeah. Yes, remove that. Wait. Do we have 2 of those? Yeah, I have to put that in the ring slot. I know that. Gem of Seeing. We have 2 of those. I'm just going to get True Seeing when we get the spell anyway, so there's not much point hanging on to these. But where did we get the second one? Armor class of 15 without mage armor. That's quite good. Especially for a wizard. Alright. Where did we get the second Gem of Seeing? I honestly do not recall. Right then, so where to now? I was expecting that to be longer. Alright. Where was this again? So this is where we found the crown, so we're going back there. "11 days. Well, let's start. I just had this fight! Oh, I don't have mind trust to worry about this time. Oh, they're just the little ones. They still have 110 hit points, though. Alright, spread out. These things like to burrow underneath people and knock them prone. Alright. Where's the third? Oh, there it is. Alright. I want to get to the high ground. I can take one of them out of the equation. Alright. Can't see that one. Alright, I was hoping I could take... Alright. Alright. That one's held for the moment. Yeah. The Earth Elemental helped out quite a bit last time. Alright, so that one's paralyzed. Yeah. Let's try and keep our distance from these things this time. We just had this fight, but worse, so it's not really that big of a deal this time. There's something moving around the corner here. That one's going to burrow. Okay, they can burrow far. Unfortunately for the wolf, it has no other choice but to attack in melee. Yes, melee spells do not count, only weapon attacks. Alright, so that one's almost dead. Let's see if we can get rid of the almost part. Encho means that's an enchantment spell. From what I can tell from their incantation styles. Alright, that one's still paralyzed.
I won't miss next time.
Alright, that one's dead. Oh, and so is that one! Well, it died, so I took the other option. Alright, this one is... yeah. Immune to that, immune to that, immune to that, so I'm down to... actually, Magic Missile is literally the only thing I can do with this thing. I know you know why we haven't run into too many of these things in our campaign. Alright, keeps failing. That's nice. Too far. Yeah. Let's try keeping our distance from... actually, no. Let's, no, wait. I can't. Immune to fire. Why is fire magic so prevalent in Dungeons & Dragons? This is bound to happen.
We bring light in darkness.
Literally, in your case. Ford the river. It doesn't really matter for the guiding bolt. They're basically permanently given an advantage. The Earth Elemental's finally getting there. Alright. If I can shoot from here, you should be able to. No? Oh, I can't see the target. Yeah, Hold Monster really does turn this into far less of a fair fight, but I don't want fair fights, so that works for me. There we go. So how does this work now with the Earth Elemental? Normally, in the actual game, you can just send it away. As long as the spell hasn't... as long as you have lost concentration, you can dismiss it at will. Well, presumably, he's just going to stay awake until... you know, it's... it goes away. The reality of the situation is we're just not going to have to worry about it. No more Remorhazes, please. It would be nice to have something else. Day 4 of 11. So it's gonna take a little while. Use a fast forward function. I suppose it's meant to be mirroring the pace you're working at. Alright, we're back on the main road now, at least. There it is. We can see we're at our destination now. So is there a missing piece? Does that mean it's a missing piece of the crown? It seems like it'd be something we'd look into before, but we'll find out when we get there, I guess. Alright. Day 10, almost there. Alright, let's see what changes have occurred here since we were here last.
I think this is what the crown showed me.
So, not one of the chips.
Obviously. Do you feel anything else? I'm afraid not. That's a problem. Let's go back to the council. We have to tell them.
Okay, apparently we found out we came all this way just to find out we did not have to come all this way. At least we can sell some stuff then. Like those 2 gems apparently that I somehow have. Again, I feel like we could have pushed on just a little bit. Apparently I clicked on the wrong thing. Yeah, sell all that stuff. That was all really basic equipment. Alright. Well, we can sell those. We're finally getting to have a fair bit of gold now. Alright, there we go. Now, I just can't seem to get rid of these things. Oh, I had clear all, didn't I? No, it's just they want to leave my inventory. There it is. Alright. Now, if memory serves, let me correctly from last time we were here, which was only last video. The antiquarians, I believe, are the ones who have a lot of the magic items I want to purchase. So they're the ones I want to start building up a bit more of a rapport with. That depends. I just want to double check. Yeah, this is the guy with most of the magic items for sale. Yeah. Alright.
Clear skies, my new husband.
See what you think of this.
See you next time, friends.
Alright. So that moves us up a bit.
Clear skies, my friend.
We do require...
What does that unlock for us? A fair bit. Alright. Oh, we got the bags of holding now. Bag of holding now if we want. Alright. Cloak of Protection. Headband of Intellect. Parry up to proof against poison. Necklace of Fireballs. Ring of Protection +1. We technically already have these sorts of things. As regards attunement, I don't think it doesn't into dragons. Cloak of Ubiquity. Okay, that's for warlocks. Necklace of Focus, that's for monks. Gem of Seeing. I can't seem to get away from that thing. Alright. There it is. That really brings down my encumbrance. There we go. There we go. We have the proper bag of holding now. Alright, so I am pretty happy with my attuned items. As much as I would love to have a Constitution 19. Alright. So Xaia only has... Yeah. Xaia's the only one who doesn't have 3 attuned magic items at the moment, so she probably pick something up for her.
Clear skies, my friends.
We do require your services.
Alright, Xaia. What could you use is the question. Not a Ring of Dark Vision. We can very easily sell the Ring of Necrotic Resistance. It's not very good. So you can't really see my stats at the moment. It's kind of the annoying thing. This is probably the best choice, though we can also get the Stone of Good Luck. Alright, I have an idea. Buy that for Xaia. Sell the Ring of Necrotic Resistance, which is kind of useless. And then buy the Luck Stone. Short rest. There we go. Yeah, so everyone but Julius could benefit from the Amulet of Health. But that's fine. We just have... Apparently this is just one of those, go here.
3 gems missing?
Perhaps they've been destroyed. We tested the first one. It can't be done.
They must be magically concealed.
So the crown must remain incomplete.
For the time being.
Maybe the Sorax have the missing gems.
They have been searching for them.
After all, they attacked you more than once. They're clearly still after the crown.
If you can't find the gems, why keep the crown out there? It'll just keep attracting the Sorax.
We can't separate it from...
Remember? I'm sorry, senior deputies, but despite the attunement, I believe the crown should be secured. And secured by more than 4 adventurers who spend their nights camped in the Badlands. We can't do that to them. They have served the council faithfully. Don't be naive. We are facing a major threat.
I don't like this guy.
Understand the meaning of sacrifice, and so should they. We've searched the Badlands for these gems, at our own risk.
We trusted you to keep your word and leave us the crown.
If I may, I think we need more time to consider the situation. More time? How much time? Maybe just give it a night.
I could use the day to consult with my people.
So could I. Fine then. Anyone against?
Thank you, Lord Danantar. The Legacy Council is now adjourned.
Alright. They're getting impatient. Oh. Oh, we failed some quests, apparently.
I knew it. Now take the crown, and never mind what that does to me.
This is wrong.
Alright, that was 3 side quests we just failed.
We know what's at stake.
They're right about one thing. The Sorax will keep coming after us.
Yep.
After the crown.
Proven that time and time again.
We trace our steps.
him anywhere.
Excuse me, senior deputies.
Master Showspell.
I would advise you to avoid the palace residence tonight.
What? Why?
I'm not at liberty to say. Just trust me. You have your lodgings at the Grey Keep's cask. You should spend the night there.
You must realize your suggestion is, well, unusual. Suspicious, even.
Are you really working for the Arcanum? Why else would I be here?
I think we're reaching the point.
What do you think? It sounds like a warning.
It does.
Or a threat?
Can we trust him?
Those are the two ways of taking that.
The new Empire?
I have no idea what to do, but I'd like to sleep in a bed tonight. I miss Carol's beer.
And Merton's sweet talk.
I prefer the residence. I like Captain Iron Shell kissing me goodnight. Maybe in your dreams.
Alright. This sound... Alright. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, like a lot of RPGs, like The Witcher, if you go press too far in the story, some side quests become available. Oh well. Alright. There are two ways of taking that. One, take his word and rest here, which costs us 10 gold. In a tavern full of adventurers, at least one of whom is our ally. Let's go talk to Arwin. I think that's a good idea. I have a feeling we're reaching the point where we can't trust the council anymore. That often happens in these games when you have a governing body. Eventually, at some point, they will prove untrustworthy to the main characters. I think we're reaching that point in the story. I'm more willing to trust this guy's advice. That did sound more like a warning, less like a, like more than a threat. It could be taken that way, I suppose, but it sounded more like a genuine desire to...
If you're looking for a sharp blade, I'm your man. If you're looking for a sharp blade, I'm your man.
Alright. Apparently that's as far as we can do with him at the moment. Alright.
Hello, adventurers. What can I offer you?
We'd like to stay for the night.
Time to see if I was right or not. No way back? Alright, that sounds ominous. I have the best. What does that mean? Alright. This video is going to go a little over an hour because I want to find out what's going on here. Closed. This is the map, right? Travel interrupted.
Senior deputies. Captain, what's the news? You didn't hear. Your quarters at the residence were ransacked.
What? When?
During the night. It's lucky you weren't there.
Huh? We could have handled a burglar or two.
They were more than simple burglars to infiltrate the palace undetected.
Who then?
I can't say for sure, but some are saying Saw and Kath. We were supposed to be safe there, remember?
Yep.
I'm well aware. We have put further magical security measures in place. Thank you for keeping us informed, Captain. You are most welcome. Good data you, senior deputies?
My whole theory that there are Saraks on the council is looking more...
That was right. He knew. But how?
He was a spy, or something similar.
Yeah, there's two ways he could know.
That's what spies do. We must decide on our next move. Back to the council, I suppose, and see what they decided.
Or we can pay Shorespell a visit.
Yeah, I don't trust the council. This goes beyond my general distrust of politicians. This is actually a potential threat at this point. He's just walking up on the walls. I'm pretty sure there are rules against that in a tavern, even for one for adventurers.
Here you are.
Do you find our visit surprising, Master Shorespell?
No, not at all. Since you followed my advice,
How do you know that?
you're here, alive, and unwounded.
Yeah, that's a good...
There was some disturbance in the residence.
Is that so?
But clearly you're here for business, not small talk.
All right. All right, let's go see what the council has to say. This is getting annoying. Oh, at least we're travel's interrupted at the spot we wanted to go.
Honourable delegates, please be seated. The Legacy Council is now in session. Chancellor Gormsdottir has the floor. Thank you, Protector. Honourable Council members, we at the Guild of Antiquarians have come to an agreement regarding the quest for the gems of the crown of the Magister. We believe that the crown should be secured and therefore surrendered by its current owners in exchange for a generous payment raised by all parties in the council. You can't.
What they?
You will wait for your turn to speak, Senior Deputy. We searched the Badlands for these gems, and now you're just taking the crown away from us?
Yep.
Order!
We are well aware of your reservations, and we understand. Yet, from what I heard, all parties have agreed that you should comply for the security of all.
Security? You talk of security? What security? Just last night, Sorax attacked our quarters in the residence.
We don't know that for certain.
Sorax? Here in Caer Kivlin? In the palace?
Order!
Immediate action is needed.
Well, find the damn Sorax then.
Please, my lords.
You! Where are your paladins?
Where are your wizards and their divination spells?
Stop it! None of this is helping. Lord Sunblaze, you're supposed to be neutral here. Someone must introduce a formal request.
Right. Apologies. You're right. Let's vote. Only senior members, please. Those for securing the crown, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Nay. Nay.
Well, we have a majority.
We'll help you with the attunement issue.
Whoa, wait! Who's gonna take the crown? And where? Well, the most secure location would be the Temple of S.A.N, of course. The Hall. Of course! Right here in Caer Kivlin. Neutral ground, of course. But still, the Principality of Nazgard is the center of Solasta.
Do you have a better idea, Dean Fasek?
We have secure locations too. How many high-ranking paladins in your tower, Fasek? More than actual wizards in your school.
Order! Remember the dignity of your positions, my lords. Senior deputies, if you please. The council has spoken.
Alright. Select an answer. No. I'm almost certain yes, but I don't have any proof, so that's pointless. This is very true but unhelpful, so this is a mistake.
This is a mistake. We are bound
Specifically Xaia.
You are sworn deputies. You must comply. Thank you, honored delegates. The council is now in recess.
How could they? It can't end like this. I can hear it calling. Senior deputies, please, a word. Summer, what do you want? Your Chancellor led the charge against us in there. I'm truly sorry, but I have some information that might interest you.
I doubt it.
I get a distinct feeling we can trust the lower level guys, but not the ones on the council.
What? I admit, this is second-hand intelligence, but still, speak up. One of my people saw a man with a tattoo.
Oh no.
To A.
Yes, he followed the man all day, and to a gathering that night, in a remote village to the south. What village? It's called Earcorn. Very small, but you'll find it easily on any local map. Thank you, Holman. You're welcome. Someone must take care of these cultists. And the council, well, you know. Yes, we do.
I'm so sorry.
Why? You didn't betray us.
I understand how they see things, but something's wrong with the council. The council's still young. Everyone is angling for influence. But squabbling academics are better than clashing armies.
Only Egertine supported us. I mean, beside you. Why would the new empire be the only friend we have in there?
Everything's a moderate, it's true. But the new empire is subtle. Plans within plans. It's hard to say whether he was following orders or voting his conscience. I wouldn't read too much into his vote, at least for now. It didn't change anything anyway. But what about you? How are you coping without the crown?
Better than I expected.
Same for me, actually.
I've gotten so used to seeing her wearing the crown. It looks weird with her not having it.
We lost its magical power, but the voice is still calling.
Interesting. So the attunement is unaffected by physical separation.
Keep the crown safe, Marshal. Will you please?
You have my word.
Alright. So we have to go to Earcorn, apparently. Very, very, very odd name for a village, but okay. Yeah, as much as I would love to call it the council, the fact they all have an obvious traitor on there, we got 10,000 gold pieces. This is for that. That is generous, but Mark of the Crown. What does this mean? Alright. Well, a lot happened there. The plot thickens. This is definitely a good place to stop, because we will have to wait and see next time what's going on. But I have a feeling we've reached... we're reaching the end game soon, I think. We might be getting those 3 gems a lot sooner than I expected. But yeah, we are definitely at the point of no way back. We're point of no return. Now, we definitely crossed 1. I don't know how many more there are going to be, but we'll have to wait and see next time. Until then, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please join me here next time as we continue our adventures in the lands of Solasta. And we try and find out who we can trust and who we cannot trust, and what in the world is going on with the crown. The plot is definitely thickened, so, yeah. Next time, hopefully we'll get some answers. Goodbye, everyone.